Yo, what's good? It's the Hardfood podcast.
Back again.
My name is Juice English.
Saxon King, there.
And yo, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube video.
Yeah, man, subscribe.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Bare,
I'm putting that in the start now.
Getting bare insults. But guess what? I love them. Yeah?
Yo.
I'm getting bare insults, yeah, but guess what? I don't care. I'll say more wild stuff. You know why? Because I don't care.
From like 7-year-olds, you
get
know, like
me?
little 12-years. Like,
look at these little kids, yeah, keyboard warriors, trying to tell me something. Before I tell them to go do their homework.
The guy in the blue, the idiot.
About. You don't know me, blood.
You're gonna have to tell me what they said, you know.
Yo, bare comments, you know. I don't care though, because it ain't changing. Get me? I'm here to provoke you. He's still a knob. He is, but he isn't. I kind of heard a few things, but I still don't like him because he's attracting the wrong energy. But that's a long thing. That's long.
Alright, we got a special guest in the building.
Yeah.
The legendary
Dominic.
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 Okay.
Dominic. Legendary DJ Apostle. The way too humble Apostle. What's good?
I'm all good, you know. How are you two?
Yeah, I'm blessed.
Good.
Tired, but blessed.
Are we going to get to Bruno Mars at some point today?
We'll get to him. We'll get to him, man. We'll get to him. You know what? No, I'll save it, you know. I'll save it.
I'll be like, we're going to go straight. Let me show you these comments also.
Here we go.
Which
bear abuse.
the Takeshi one?
Yeah, last week.
I'm getting bear abuse.
That guy in the blue. That guy in the blue is so stupid. Oh my God, what is he saying?
I don't care.
This guy is stupid as fuck.
I don't care.
I should have listened to what you said, so I didn't listen to last.
You know what it
week's.
is? It's these kids, yeah. They just about got two brain cells to rub together. You get me? So anyone over the age of 25, yeah, that's trying to come with any vibes to me, yo, calm yourself. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, go read a book about you on YouTube trolling.
Trolling?
Yeah. Troll me. Trolling. Whatever.
I mean, we can get straight into Bruno Mars if you want.
Yeah, man, let's go.
We can get in.
Because to be fair, yeah, this Bruno Mars situation, we spoke about it first.
Yeah, back in episode 13.
You get me?
Spoke about R&B, spoke about alternative music, and then spoke about Bruno Mars, spoke about, what's the album called? 24 Karat Magic or whatever.
I think the person
Adrian wasn't
I think the person who heard it in America, yeah, they must have heard the podcast and must have said, yo, I'm going to start some beef.
Oh, yeah.
They must have heard the podcast.
So a few weeks later, someone came out. Well, basically, Adrian wasn't happy with the album.
You know what?
He said Bruno Mars.
Let's have a refresher. Let's have a refresher on the episode.
Hear what?
You change your mind slightly.
Yeah.
I don't change my mind.
Nah,
keep the same.
Keep the
I don't change my mind. I don't change my mind.
Have you actually listened to the album?
I don't change my mind. It's just that I'm like, yo, I want to. It's like I'm an intentions guy. You get me? I want to know your intentions, like what you're trying to get out of like your career and where you want to take it and where you're going. And I don't know.
My bad.
I don't know. I'm still a bit. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't say I don't like him.
You said he isn't genuine.
The one thing I wanted to ask was, you know, yes, he tends to change his approach to his music with every album that he does.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there's a consistent vibe about his music, regardless of the minuscule changes?
You know what it is? Sometimes I know that he does some soul quite a lot and he's on that vibe, but it's what is presented. This is the thing that I'm kind of aggy about because you see how it may not be him, it may be his record label. You know what I mean? Because they may say, okay then Bruno, you've got X amount of like R&B and soul songs and you've got a couple of pop tunes, we'll push the pop tunes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, when you're pushed out as a pop artist, obviously you appeal to a lot of people. Now, when you come out with the R&B tune, to me, because I'm not following your music as hard as everybody else, I'm like, yo, bruv, you're not an R&B artist. Yeah. You're a pop guy because that's what I'm seeing from you. That's what the videos are coming out. And you're coming out with some, what's that tune called?
Motown Funk.
No. That one with the monkey with the gorilla something.
Lazy Song.
Yeah. Them kind of vibes, yeah. And I'm like, nah, I just can't. I just don't vibe with it. I'm not saying it's weak, and I've never said he's rubbish. I've never questioned his talent. He's ridiculously talented. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. He ain't in Chris Breezy's levels, but he's very, very, very good. He's one of the best we've got.
I heard this a time, so I had to
This is a tune, man. What do you mean?
I can't vibe to it.
You don't listen?
Nah.
This
I was
a
like,
tune,
no. I'm like, no. Even the video, I was like, nah, bro. Nah. Can you stop playing the tune now?
I ain't even dropped it. Where's the drop? Is that dropping it?
That's as good as it gets.
Oh yeah, this is dropping it.
You get me? I'm not, nah, it's not my kind of vibe, man. You know what I mean? And because those are the tunes that he was coming out with, and he's like a pop guy, I'm like, yo, bro, are you genuine? And as I said, I've thought about it, and I said, yo, is that the label, what they're putting you out as? Is that you making the choice, though? Because as your popularity increases, you might have more power over what is pushed out, what is released.
Yeah.
Now, taking that into consideration, it's like maybe, I don't know. I mean, so I don't know. That's why I said, is he genuine? Because I'm hearing the pop tunes first before I'm coming out with this.
I never thought about it until you said it. Still, when you said it, that's kind of made me think like, rah, like it made me think back to like basically before this album, it was like you said the lazy song and that kind of stuff, and then he dropped Uptown Funk.
Yeah,
and then maybe he's seen the success from that and was like, okay, I'm gonna ride out this Uptown, Motown, whatever.
That's the reason why I was like,
that's what made when you said it made me think, maybe it isn't genuine, maybe.
Okay,
maybe
let's take it back a couple of years and let's go to something like Treasure. Are we familiar with that song?
Yeah. I know that tune.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
It's like a 70s disco inspired.
I remember that tune.
I don't remember that.
That's R&B.
Mm.
I mean, if Kool and the Gang were singing that song, it would be classed as an R&B record. And there's other examples. It's like the way I feel about Bruno Mars is he's always kept that consistent soulful vibe.
Oh, Treasure.
Yeah. There you go.
I hate that song.
And no matter what, he feels authentic about what he's doing. And I think with the 24K album, you can't fake that kind of sound. You can either do that sound or you can't. And to be able to pull off how he pulls it off, you've got to have some sort of history or background within that music. And it's something that Charlemagne said on the Brilliant Idiots a few weeks ago with regards to the cultural appropriation. You can't be appropriating culture if you're consistently paying homage and shining light onto things that people might not have known about. For example, in Living Colour, the Finesse video, I guarantee 95% of people who would have watched that video would had a clue what In Living Colour was, and would have gone back and watched it and learnt something. So
true.
I don't feel like it's fake.
Did you see that video with my girl?
Cardi.
Nah.
With the girl. I saw it.
Should I play it?
Yeah, go on, you can do.
She went in though.
went in
I'm
still.
calm compared to what she said.
She went in.
Bruno Mars 100% is a cultural appropriator. He is racially ambiguous. He is not black at all, and he plays up his racial.
I was gonna say.
Can I just say, being black's got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, being black has nothing to do with anything. So when she brought it up, I was like, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, okay,
his colour is irrelevant.
She's bringing up a different topic to what you was bringing, I suppose, because she's going more around the stealing black culture, where you was more talking it did sound genuine in it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what colour is Bruno Mars?
He's half Filipino and half Mexican or something mad like that.
But to me, his colour is irrelevant to me. I don't care about his colour.
She said the first line she says, Bruno Mars could have released a flipping 100% pop album and probably sold as much as it sold. So what she's saying in that context, it's kind of irrelevant to
Yeah.
Need to be able to do what Jameer says, cross genres and go into different places. And you guys are bringing up Michael Jackson. Number one, me personally, like, I don't even think that Michael Jackson now in this day and age would be able to get to the point that he got previously.
Facts.
And a huge part of that is because people have realized that they prefer their
I'm laughing because the other girl said facts. Facts. But you know what? We're in a different world. So, in my opinion, if MJ was about now, young, coming out with that music, I think it'd be even bigger.
I think music's different, but
but they would have appropriated for this genre now.
It was hard if you think about it. The barriers that MJ had to break down
That's what I'm
was
saying.
possibly
That's what I'm
harder.
saying.
The landscape was different, so
That's what
MJ
I'm
couldn't
saying.
be MJ now because music's a lot more accessible, videos a lot more accessible.
yeah.
Like, so much has happened since.
But even so, I think he would be a bigger star now because it's easier to buy records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easier to buy albums. So at that point, she's wrong. Again.
Black music and their black culture from a non-black face.
Oh, I like that point.
Facts. And a huge part of that is because people have realized that they prefer their black music and their black culture from a non-black
Yo, stop. Fam.
face.
He's vital calling back from last week.
Nah, what is this?
Because I'm talking right now.
You hear that point, no? Said people prefer their black music and black culture from a non-black face.
I do agree with that. Obviously, that's one of the givens because I look at Adele, yeah, and there's bare singers. There's whole heap of black female singers that are popping, like Jennifer Hudson, for example.
Yeah.
Stunning voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you put herself compared to Adele. Nowhere near because she's white. But we know that. That's something that's not like. For me, it's not even something to bring up anymore because like we know. It's like Ed Sheeran. No, I'm not going to talk about Ed Sheeran because I ain't going to start by him. But because I don't rate him. But that's another story. He's a good. I know he's a good performer.
Yeah, we have to get.
It's
It's
his songwriting, bro. He's an amazing songwriter.
He's a good songwriter.
Give him that at least.
I'll give him his songwriting,
Alright, cool.
and I
We
heard he's
don't
really
have to
good
beef.
live. It's just that his voice itself, it's like.
Yeah, it's not special.
I've heard
It's not
better singers
special.
in America.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
As
I
a
don't think.
singer,
I don't- yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
definitely,
saying.
100%.
But even who was it? Ed Sheeran wasn't a singer. Pharrell was the one that told him to start singing more. On the X album, whatever, on that, Thinking Out Loud song. Before then, he said he never used to really do the singing. It was more the
rapping.
like that stuff he does.
yeah.
And he said, Pharrell told him to slow it down and start singing.
But the thing is,
so he knows he's not.
It's like, to a degree, I think you got to look at people's angles because the person that I think, you know what, it's mad just looking back in perspective. If Amy Winehouse was still alive, I thought Amy Winehouse was so sick.
That's my favourite artist of all time.
She's one of my favourite.
All
Amy
time.
Winehouse,
all-time favourite
Now you
artist.
don't. For me, she was sick. Like levels, Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
And it's sad just to see such a talented person just pass away. You get me? And her colour, I look at her colours. I never looked at anything. I just looked at her as an artist because of what she brought, the people she had around her. It wasn't even. You couldn't even think to say, is she just doing this because like she's a white girl?
You didn't even have to ask the question.
You didn't have to ask the question because she was, her heart and soul was in that music. You could feel it. You know what I mean? So even that point, what she's saying, to a degree, I understand, but colour, it does get to a point.
Yeah.
Let me let it run then.
And in a lot of different ways, in a lot of different ways, we have artists now that are much more willing to step into quote unquote black genres that were not willing to do it when, like, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to be in black music. Black music was seen a certain type of way. We've reached a point now
Where's
where
does she give an example of that?
Can I just say something?
as the most listened to
Can I pause
genre.
that? Can I pause that?
Yeah.
So what was Elvis doing?
Exactly.
Elvis is one of the biggest artists in history,
Exactly.
and he took black music. So really, the feel
that
wasn't
proves
there.
her point, doesn't it?
No,
No, she's
No,
saying
she's
that they
saying they
didn't
were
want to
scared.
step into black music.
But
That's
they
what she
did.
said.
They've been all right. The white people have always done it.
They've been
of course.
stepping in.
Elvis is the #1 example. You get me? If you look
That
at
whole era, the whole rock and roll 50s, 60s era is the perfect example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what? Wait, isn't she saying like?
She's saying they were
now
scared
then?
to do it before, but they
Or
couldn't
back
do
then?
it now. She just got no.
She
Oh,
hasn't
okay,
given,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I said.
yeah,
She hasn't
yeah,
given an
yeah.
example. Like
She hasn't?
she's very happy to call out Bruno Mars' name, but she's not giving examples to back up the point she's making.
In the United States, black American culture has reached a certain point in this time period that it was not at when Michael Jackson was popping. Like, people had to campaign to get Michael Jackson's videos played on MTV. We are not in that same time period right now, so that's even a false equivalency to even try to bring up Michael Jackson's career and compare that to Bruno Mars.
She's just rambling.
And I also want to say that Bruno Mars is not an original artist in the same way that Michael Jackson was an original artist, in the same way that Prince was an original artist. What Bruno Mars does is he takes pre-existing work and he just completely, word for word, recreates it, extrapolates it. He does not change it.
That's the shocking part to me, to say that Bruno Mars
That was
isn't
dumb.
an original artist.
I thought that was dumb because really, in my opinion, obviously, he's going to be an original artist.
It's a strong version of what you brought up on the podcast. What you're saying, it's an extreme version because what you said was he's kind of like a tribute artist, which I didn't entirely disagree with. I didn't entirely disagree with that point, but the fact is he writes amazing songs.
Yeah.
So although he's heavily inspired, that album's heavily inspired by late 80s, early 90s R&B. He wrote the songs.
You wrote them, so you can't. Fair to say that it's just wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what you were saying?
No, I wasn't
No,
saying
he
it
wasn't
like
saying it in that way. He was not saying
see,
it
this
in
is how
that
this
way.
guy gets these comments rolling. This is how he gets these comments rolling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the sharpest today. I'm trying to. Okay, what was you saying then?
I was
And
saying,
how's it different from what you were saying?
she's basically saying, look, he's taking black music,
Yeah,
and trying to make the most of it, yeah, and he's not writing the music. He's just like manipulating it.
Yeah.
For his own gain.
For his own gain.
yeah.
I'm saying the way you've been pushed out, yeah, and you've been presented to the masses is as a pop act, yeah, and now you're R&Bing it up,
And you can't take it seriously.
and I'm like, yo, am I supposed to take you as an R&B artist or the pop guy that's on an R&B wave at the moment?
Yeah.
That's completely two different things. You see what I'm saying?
I
Now,
see it.
what she's saying,
I get it.
she's, don't get me wrong,
like you said,
it's in America.
intentions, innit?
Yeah, it's
Intentions.
intentions.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, fair enough, she's in America, so obviously the, what's the word? The colour issue is different to here.
Yeah, it's
so we may
different.
see it from different perspectives.
Yeah.
However, what she's saying, a lot of it is a bag of nonsense. You know what I mean? If she sees this, think about
It's
it.
just angry ramble, innit?
Yeah, she's just angry. There's no real thought and structure put into what she's saying because she's got nothing to back up her claims.
Yeah. So you know the whole cultural appropriation. I ain't gonna play anymore. In the whole cultural appropriation thing. What's up, Spark?
You're right, Spock.
Are we recording? Whose birthday is it?
I was gonna bring it up still.
Is it?
It's Apostle's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Apostle.
21 again.
Big up!
21 again, yeah.
21 again.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, of course you can do what you want, man.
It's like a repeat, isn't it?
And anything planned?
Watch the fight later on, that's about it.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that fight, man?
I think that's a whole other subject, but don't get me started. Don't get me started on boxing. Like, we'll be here for hours and hours.
Yeah,
Maybe we
yeah.
can
We'll have another
donate
talk
a little
now.
15
Yeah,
minutes.
we'll go back
later.
into it later. So, all right. What was it?
Cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Okay. So what is cultural? Okay. What is cultural appropriation? What is it?
I saw a bear man trying to find out on the internet. They're like, I still don't get it.
Yeah. Like
I still don't get it.
because isn't okay. It's cultural appropriation basically doing stuff, being inspired by another culture, but not paying homage.
I think it's more
I think it's-
not even being inspired by culture, seeing the value in a culture and just deciding that you're going to take it for your own gain without paying homage again.
But that's the inspiration, isn't it?
Is that inspiration or is that a vindictive intention?
It's like okay, I like Bollywood music. You know what I mean? I don't even know if it's called Bollywood, but I like Bollywood, you know what I mean? So if I started doing Bollywood now and I genuinely like it.
Okay, let me put it a different way. You're a R&B artist.
Yeah.
A Bollywood song goes to #1 and it's like the biggest song in the whole world.
Yeah.
You as an R&B artist, do you say, I'm going to make a Bollywood song because that's what's big at the moment?
And I like Bollywood.
But you don't like Bollywood?
Yeah, but that's different.
But
If you don't like it.
That's cultural
Yeah.
appropriation.
But if I all the
If you
time,
generally like it and you
Yeah.
think, I'd love to experiment with that, like, and then you go to, you know, you might get the artists to feature and then you might go and find who the producers are and you use your platform to benefit you and take those.
that's a fine line, though. That is a fine line.
It is quite a fine line.
Yeah, because that's like all that's coming to my
Again,
head. all that's coming to my
like
head
Adrian
is
said,
Drake.
it comes down to intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all that's coming to my head is
But
Drake.
the thing is, Lucas said this the other day on his podcast. I'll type Lucas dirty. This is one of the actually things he actually did say was a good point. Rest of it, actually, I'm going to talk to him then. But he said what he found. He played at a Adidas party, and he played. I think it was a Louis Vuitton party.
It's a DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Adidas party. Yeah. Obviously, street breaking, dancing, whatever. Louis Vuitton party, completely different type of vibe. You see what I'm saying? However, he said the same people were at both parties.
Yeah. Now,
the music, he was thinking, were they going there for the music or just to be around those people? Because if he's sitting there playing Skepta, JME, whatever, in the Louis Vuitton party, would the people there be saying, "Oh, we see it as like you're just jumping on our culture"? Are you just trying to make it because it's hot right now?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas at another party, because I don't know, say the Adidas party had more ethnics there, yeah, they wouldn't want to go there, but they go there, but they want the music. We'll keep that because we're like that. That's hot right now.
Yeah, but then that's a fine line again. Everyone at that Louis Vuitton party can just say, I like the music and I like, this is my scene kind of thing. Like, you want it where you...
That's the thing. It's like this cultural appropriation thing. I find it hard to define.
I think in today's culture where everything's so mixed and so cosmopolitan, it's hard to define it. Going back to the 50s and 60s when you had all these artists making rock and roll music and you'd have an underground R&B hit and then you'd find a white singer covering it, going to #1 and then pay no reference to the original artist. It's very easy to define there. I don't think in today's generation it's so easy.
But then I can't turn around and say that Drake really gave that much props to Jamaican artists on More Life.
But
it even put Feature Popcorn on the sample.
That is,
you know what I mean? It's
such a pass.
Like that kind of stuff there.
But you've got to look at Drake and I think, well, hasn't he been on tunes with Mavado?
Yeah, he's been on the songs with him.
So...
But that's just, but at the same
Drake
time, can get on a song with anyone.
But at the same time, people could say, yeah, but that's paying homage. Some people would say that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people would say
it's a fine line.
But it's like Drake, people do see him as a culture vulture, yeah, but I look at the way that the UK scene has grown. Not saying Drake was a co-sign to make it happen.
But it was a part of it.
It's a part of it because realistically, I look at all the people that are on gigs now because of him being on his album. And it's I can't sit there and say Drake's bad because at the end of the day he's helping one of our artists, so that's big. That's massive.
Even taking it further, he had nothing to gain by putting someone like Georgia Smith on the CD. He had nothing to gain at all.
Exactly. So I got for that. It's not. I don't see it as cultural appropriation. I think it's.
You could turn around and say he had something to gain. I'm playing devil's advocate, but like you could turn around and say he had something to gain because he got a good song on his album now.
Yeah, but he could get any.
He could have got any singer to do that. He could have got any artist he wanted. What singer in the world would say no?
Georgia Smith is talented.
Feature.
Yeah, but
I'm saying he could have got any singer in the world to do that. But he got some girl who, at the time, nobody knew who she was. Some girl from Warsaw.
From Warsaw. Warsaw, fam. The only thing big out of Warsaw is the Arboretum.
The what?
The Arboretum.
What's that?
Oh, and Spock. Obviously,
yeah.
Spock's bigger than the Arboretum. You know what I mean?
Fam, what's the Arboretum?
No, there's a couple of things. We was talking about Warsaw the other day.
You don't know what the Arboretum is?
Nah.
Yo.
It's a person.
There's another artist from Warsaw that's big at the moment. It's escaped my mind. We was talking about it the other day. Yeah.
Where were you before it from?
Birmingham. Bordsley Green.
From
Boy
Warsaw.
George was over there.
I can't even... you know what? It will come to me by the end of the podcast.
Warsaw.
What's the Arboretum?
It's like a building in a park. Like it's a park.
It's not even...
It's like West Park.
It's like West Park, but better.
Oh.
Have you never seen Warsaw Illuminations?
Or bigger.
I don't go Warsaw. I'm going Warsaw.
This is my point exactly.
I go Warsaw when the M6 is closed. You have to drive reluctantly.
Nah, man.
What, to get to Junction 9?
Yeah.
Junction 7, man. To get to put the shit out, man. Bare traffic.
Alright, then, so who is a cultural appropriator?
Elvis Presley.
Yep.
Okay, in this day and age.
This day and age.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Because it was easy to define Elvis as one, then, isn't it? But
You know, you're right. It's very, very hard. There's arguments for and against a lot of artists. You can and you can argue for and against pretty much every white artist that's been big in the past 30 years, going back to Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
I just feel like it gets thrown around to people that we as a culture don't like. Like we don't, as a culture, we don't like Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Obviously, she makes money, whatever. She's popular with her base.
She's just annoying.
But with our culture, she's slated.
She's just annoying.
You know what I mean? Who else is slated from like? I don't know. Taylor Swift is just the easy one to say. Oh, she's cultural appropriating.
is she? I must have missed that one.
She must have. What did she have?
That's
Oh no, the bad blood with Kendrick and that kind of stuff. Like around that time, everyone was saying she's doing.
Or was that just because of the Kanye beef?
That's what I'm saying. That's why the culture don't like her. So
True. Could be seen as that. But I think it's hard nowadays just because so many people work together and so many other people, they just collab, that you see them in the studio together and they may not record a track, but they might influence them because they might like something from that artist. So this might say, okay, then cool, come in. You might be able to just help us get some ideas so I can get to know you, and they work on something. So it's not really cultural appropriation. It's just being able to be influenced by somebody.
Yeah.
So I've seen it thrown out about Justin Timberlake as well. Is Justin Timberlake a cultural appropriator?
I wouldn't say is.
I think Justin Timberlake has the same level of being authentic as someone like a Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
To me.
To me, he does.
To me.
Just because...
It's
don't get me wrong, I'm not going to start talking about this album, but yeah.
No, I want to talk about this
Past ones, the past ones, yeah.
Oh, all right then. So now he's decided he's a country artist.
Exactly.
Is he now a cultural
Now,
appropriator?
to be honest, he could be seen as one. We're not from our view.
Everyone's saying, oh, maybe he was this all along. And have you heard the album?
You can't fake what Justin's got, man.
Nah.
You can't fake that aura, that rhythm, the dancing, the singing, the soulfulness. I don't think that can be faked.
Nah.
No, but that's talent.
If you look at somebody,
Isn't
all right,
that-
then, if you look at somebody like Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys were they did R&B music.
Yes.
The music the music that they made.
Bye buying it.
Yeah, the music that they were made were R&B.
No,
but you can look.
that tune. That was NSYNC.
No, that's NSYNC. Yeah,
No,
that's
what's the-
NSYNC.
Backstreet's
Everybody,
back.
man. Everybody, man.
Backstreet's back.
Everybody.
Cheers.
All right then. Back to my point. My point is.
Somebody said tune, you know.
Yo, bad boy tune that was, you know.
Remember the bass in there, you know. Yeah, go on, Dom. Go on.
The point I'm trying to make is you can look at that, and although it's an imitation of R&B music,
Yeah.
you can see that it's just something not right about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's 80% there,
Yeah.
but you just haven't got that.
Yeah.
Justin's got
He did.
that. Bam. Bruno Mars has got that.
Yeah.
Bam.
I'll give him that.
Justin had that bam though. I'm playing devil's advocate.
He's got that thing that makes you think
Bro.
that's all, it comes from an.
I don't-
All right,
when
then,
it was
you
like
were,
I love
you
you.
were,
You
were standing next to
you
Pharrell
you were on the Disney Channel in the day and going home and listening to Boyz II Men, bruv. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
When I look at Justin
Yeah.
or listen to Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake, I could not feel that way about Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, again, devil's advocate. It's kind of easy to have that feel when you're standing next to Pharrell.
Nah, bruv.
and
Anybody can
Timberland
be
and Pusha.
anybody. No.
Okay, then,
no.
okay, then.
It's when you stand.
I know.
It's when you're standing next to Pharrell and Timberland and Pusha, and you're not standing out as an awkward white guy.
It's, you think about this now. Britney Spears made that tune with Pharrell.
And oh
even
God,
so, you can
nailed it. Slave.
Slave.
You didn't like that song?
No, the song was a
tune
banger.
was hard.
But it's exactly the same thing that I just said.
You can't feel it the same way you feel Justin working with Timbo and Pharrell. It's completely different.
It's not got that same level of authenticity, man. It's not.
Yeah, you true. So, cause that felt like a pop tune, innit? Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Although you could have put an R&B artist on that, and it would have just been a straight R&B
Yeah, I
tune.
think if Janet had that, it would have
been an R&B tune.
Yeah.
Tune was hard though.
Yeah.
These youngsters don't know about Pharrell, you know. I thought about it the other day. I was like, yo,
Going back
Pharrell is a G,
Amazing.
you know.
Amazing.
A G.
Yeah.
They don't know the levels.
But I don't know where he was on this Man in the Woods album.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
trying
don't
to
know
look
where
for
he
now. I
was.
want to know what song Pharrell produced.
9 of the 15.
I think
9
Justin-
of the 15.
Justin was in the woods and Pharrell must have been like FaceTiming him. You know what I mean? Cause why? I don't know.
Y'all can't do better than this. Y'all can't do better than this. Y'all can't do better than this.
I think this is just the intro.
I think you probably played the best track on the whole thing.
This one. Oh yeah, no, because it starts alright.
Yeah, and then it starts getting a bit fruity the further you go along.
Yeah, flannel.
You know what?
Behind my left pocket, that is where you
Neptune's produced this.
Spock's feeling it, man. Look,
This ain't look. I had a bad one.
bro, this is straight country, man. Oh,
It's country with 808.
with 808s and trap drums. It's horrible, man.
Okay, that's enough
It's
now.
cheesy. It's cheesy.
Yeah.
This ain't the
Now.
most one I heard. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a bad one.
like breeze off the pond. Trees on the lawn.
I don't know.
That's got a Neptune's vibe to it. That's got
You know what it
Neptune's
was? You know what it
chords.
was? For me, I'm driving to work, you know. I'm like, yo, okay. I've heard some bad reviews, but Justin, you're my dog in it, so I'll give you a chance, man. I'm driving. 20 minutes in. You ain't feeling this, you know, but yo, just brave it out, man. I'm sure you're like near the end. I'm driving, and I was like, yo, I was saying to Dom earlier, I was trying to like the tunes.
Yeah.
It's like some of the tunes, it's like he's trying too hard, and it wasn't natural, it wasn't him. And I'm not blaming this on that, but some people said that his wifey had some input on the album.
Yeah, it was meant
Who's
to
his
be.
wifey?
Jessica
Biel.
Biel.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
It
And
was meant to be, and he was like, not to say it's a bad thing, but it was an album for his son kind of thing. Like, it was a family inspired album.
Okay.
So maybe this is Justin at the moment. Maybe
But-
this is, and you know, maybe we. There was advocate
he
again.
went wrong when he tried to fuse it with R&B. If you were going to come out and say, listen, I used to listen to country music when I was this reminds me of my grandparents.
No.
Like this
See,
is
if he said
this is
that,
for
if he
them.
said that, everyone would be like,
And
I can
leave the
understand. I'm not gonna buy
trap
it.
drums and 808s off
Yeah,
the
leave
album.
Leave off.
Maybe he wanted to. Maybe Pharrell was like, nah, we just need to. If only recorded it now, yeah.
We'll
And
give
then
him a blind for one album.
walked out, had a cigarette, walked back in, and Pharrell's like, nah, listen to this. You don't know, and Timberlake. I don't.
Honestly, it hurt me, man.
It's a lost album.
It
man.
hurt
Yeah,
me.
I was saying it's been swept under the rug and forgotten, and it was ignored. But you said it did 1.2 million.
Yeah, it was
sales.
big,
I didn't
number one.
realize it was a big album like
It's
that.
the biggest selling album of the year in America, I think.
Yeah,
so
'cause
far.
there's
I just
there's more
remember-
people buying country.
But yeah, I just remember.
Maybe all those rednecks were like happy he'd finally
Yeah,
come
that's
back
what it
or
is.
something.
They're sitting there saying, yo, we won Trump. Now we're gonna win Justin back. His ass.
And they got Thingy back as well. What's the name?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah. They took
It's his
Thingy back.
band are called the Tennessee Kids, isn't they?
Oh, it's actually his band.
Maybe it was them.
Could be.
Yeah, they're called the Tennessee Kids. Because there was, if you on the part 2 to the 2020, there was a couple of
Yeah.
tracks on that kind of vibe, weren't there?
Yeah.
They wanted Miley Cyrus back as well. They took her back.
They can have her
Miley
back.
Cyrus.
They can't have Justin though.
You take her.
Miley Cyrus ain't too
Don't-
bad, you know.
Nah, they can
Nah,
have her,
man.
man.
Miley Cyrus
They can
ain't
have her.
too
What
bad.
she-
She's
that
annoying.
That
That day,
Musically,
yeah, I was about to say
yeah.
that twerking something. I'm like, no.
Musically, she
you know,
ain't too bad.
when someone's trying something, you're like, no, darling, stop it,
Okay,
darling.
wait. You telling me
might hurt
Wrecking
your
Ball
back.
ain't a banger?
Not
Wrecking
for me.
Ball.
Not
It's
for
not
me.
my kind
Wrecking
of
Ball
thing.
ain't a
Not for me.
It's not my kind of
Let
thing.
Yo,
me,
what
let me
you-
play this song.
Yo, what
Wrecking
tune?
Ball
How's
is
he
a
got this on his
power-
phone?
No, one sec. How are we defining a banger that us as urban music fans are supposed to like as a banger or just a good song
A
in
good
general?
song?
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's
still
not
don't-
my kind of
I
thing.
still don't think it's a good
You don't
song.
think
It's a good song, man.
Annoying.
It's like one of them 80s power ballads, man.
Yeah,
it's
I
a good
I know
song.
that, but I don't like that. No.
Big boy tune, you know.
I can't take this song. If this podcast gets pulled down because of this tune, yeah, I'm never forgiving Juice. Okay? Just remember that, yeah.
Let me start now still, because I'd feel bad still.
Yeah, stop that.
Alright then, so Apostle said he only wants to talk about R&B. He said
I never said that.
Is that what he said?
Those words never come out
Is that
of my
what he
mouth.
said? It's sad.
R&B doesn't exist, man. Hey, what are we going to talk about? Dust.
We're going to talk
true,
about
you know.
R&B
Doesn't
artists,
exist.
innit?
That's
Bruno
true.
Mars ain't R&B.
Bruno Mars is an artist that happens to be doing R&B at
You
the
know what?
moment.
I think R&B it's in a weird place just because to some people it's just not cool. to some people, obviously, in my opinion, the number one R&B artist really is Chris Breezy.
Yeah, by
without
a long way,
a doubt.
a long
People
way.
dislike me for liking Chris Brown. You know,
Really?
I'm a Chris Brown. I champion that boy. Yeah, because to see him from his first album to where he is, it's levels. You know, creativity in terms of consistency, and to fight back from the media push. Like the media,
That's
the way
the
the
main
media
thing.
battered him. I'm like, yo,
main thing.
Breezy, salute, man. There's
Even,
bare haters. Too
you know-
many. More people, to be honest, more people out of every artist that I've seen, like, worldwide, it's like, you know, he's most hated because
Yeah,
they're still on him, even this week.
When he was strangling that woman.
Yeah. And he said it was Joe.
And then you saw the pictures come out later when they're all
Yeah.
laughing about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What did I see? I saw a meme saying it was a little different.
Yeah. But even in that video there, like Chris Brown show, like even not say it was great acting, but just like he acting as Lil Dicky in the video and that, it just shows so much potential. Like Chris Brown should be like heralded. You know what I mean?
He should be in films, like he should be in Hollywood acting and making music because he has the talent. It's just that one instance.
Just wrecked it for
It's just
him.
wrecked
And
it, man.
he
And
spoke about
people-
doing a tour.
And people, yeah, it's
And
like
everyone was like, "What makes you think you're on around there, Beyonce and Bruno Mars' level?" Hold on,
in
Chris
my
Brown's-
opinion, he's levels above all of them.
yeah.
He's above
Maybe not
all of
Beyonce.
them.
Maybe not Beyonce.
No. To me though, because
Well-
Beyonce's always been on the platform. Beyonce was pushed forward as the golden child from Destiny's Child. She always was.
Yeah.
So she had a step up ahead of everyone. So boom, she gets with Jay. She's even higher. If anything, she picked up Jay.
Yeah, definitely.
Now,
100%.
people might say, well, Chris Brown's not on that level. Chris has been battered by the media. Even Jay was blocking him. Yeah. And the fact is he's still been able to push forward and get his music out there and be consistent, be positive in what he's doing. Yeah, he's been depressed about it and whatever. But you got to look at it and say, yo, you got to rate it, man.
I mean, that's Chris Brown's story, isn't it? Like, he's just promoting his story. But alright, then. So if Chris Brown's the only one doing R&B, Chris Brown's...
Well, not only Chris.
Well, okay. Alright.
You got Trey.
Or you've got to try and define what R&B
Oh,
is
yeah,
in
yeah,
2018
Yeah.
before you can even have the discussion, because I don't know. I'll be
I mean,
straight.
technically there's still an R&B chart, so we kind of have to classify it as R&B.
Did they call it R&B or just call it urban?
But there's an R&B section on iTunes, you know what I mean? So there's R&B artists. Someone's still over there.
So who's on there then at the moment?
Well, Weekend, innit? Weekend's technically R&B. You saying nah, not at all?
No, he has been.
Okay, so now, okay,
He has been.
That's something I
Whether
wanted to get
he's
into.
now or not.
So do you think, because Weekend, House of Balloons and Trilogy Time,
Yeah,
do you
the
say that was
trilogy.
R&B?
Yeah.
So after that, he said he wants to be the biggest pop artist. He said it himself, like, I want to be the biggest pop artist ever. I think he might have said Michael or whatever. So do you think that basically in R&B there's a glass ceiling, and maybe that's why everyone's kind of diverted from it?
The rest of what is the turning point when people felt that you could no longer be a big artist by making R&B? I can't define the point where it all went wrong.
But when was the last big R&B hit?
What do you mean? Like worldwide?
Like
Smash number one.
the smash #1 R&B song?
It's a struggle.
It's a big struggle. You're
Yeah.
right.
So maybe that's
The
why
reason
everyone's turning away from it.
I think that being an R&B artist, it doesn't pigeon-tail you, like keep you down.
Yeah.
It's just that when it crosses over to pop, that's what people look for. People look for pop just a hit.
But
Now, you've got to look at it and see how it's viewed as different. Yeah, mate. Because really, if Boys to Men made End of the Road this week,
yeah.
and put it out there,
Wouldn't get nowhere.
it wouldn't get nowhere. I mean, because the environment that it's in has changed.
Do you think the
completely
R&B
different.
that we as 30-somethings want to hear is very of its time and dated?
Yes. And
Yeah.
yes, and yes and no, kinda, because the only person I can see like that would make those kind of music are of our age, and people of our age aren't really the ones that are gonna make the numbers go up.
Yeah,
It's
the
the
consumer.
kids.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
kids. The kids.
Well,
They
we
want
said
what's
we said it before you came. Basically, we're saying R&B changed when that culture changed. People like serenading women. People don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And singing about love and singing about feelings.
Youth culture, innit?
That way.
I know, me for one, I'd be happy. I know, you know, certain 90s artists have come out and done bits and bobs. SWV released an album 5 or 6 years ago that I thought was amazing. Their last album was rubbish, but back to my point, if a lot of those artists were still making music that I enjoyed, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it was just us that was consuming, the numbers
That's
weren't
what I'm
great,
saying.
but they could still tour, they
Yeah.
could still
Yeah,
make
yeah.
money and make a living.
Could. I
Well,
think it's weird though because I look at the artists themselves and I think at that time in their life they're going to be in their 40s now. So they've got kids.
But they've
settled
got
down,
nothing to say.
and they've got nothing to say, or they've just like, yo, I've got life
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do. You know what I mean? So music's not my priority. I've made my money. I'm happy, and I may ghostwrite, like say Candy. Yeah. She's got on that TV
Who?
show, Candy Man
From Escape.
from Escape,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and she songwrites. So she's still stacking.
Yeah.
Is she?
Is she? I think she got businesses, but
She got No Scrubs. That was her hit.
Yeah, that was
she
a
wrote
hit.
No Scrubs.
Yeah.
And then she's got a writing credit on Shape of You because
Yeah.
the chords are the same. So they give her a...
Really?
She's got a writing
Yeah.
credit on Shape of You. Yeah.
I didn't know. You know,
Yeah.
that is mad.
I think they did that to be safe to cover their back in it. I don't think they wanted to cover back.
yeah.
Because it's. I remember hearing it, thinking, that's TLC in it, but they must have just. I don't think Ed Sheeran did that. Thinking
It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I don't think it was
just one of those
intentional,
things,
but I
isn't
think it was one of those.
But it's an argument.
It sounds like
But
it.
you
Let me
want-
just give it the writing credit and
Yeah,
get it over and
it's
done
true.
with.
But even so, I look at people like that, and it's like, yo, they've got life to get on with. And do they want to be touring the world? Some maybe. Some I think it would help them out because they're in hard times. But but a lot of them, it's like, yo, I've got money, I'm chilling.
I think it's just not cool.
That's what it comes
That's
down
what
to.
it is as well.
Because it's like
The record
even
label will say no.
well, yeah, I don't think it's gonna like I said the consumer, but like even like Chris Brown, a lot of he went to like dance in it and EDM, and I think is that where most of his big records came
You
from.
just think about the music in itself. Like, how often do you hear 3-4 part harmonies in
Well,
R&B?
I know.
Everything's very stripped back. It's just not
Yeah.
the same.
You know
It's
what?
not the same.
You know about Division, DVSN?
No.
You know about Division?
Nope.
I was
You're
banging
educating
banging
me.
that on this
Educating
week,
me.
this week,
Educating me.
Yo, play track one. I just love track one. Just the
Nah,
chords
but
and
that's not that R&B. I wanted to play something more R&B. Just
Go on,
to say,
man.
like to me, this
Make me happy right now. Come on.
pause.
big tune's hard, you know.
Yeah,
It's the chorus, man, and the bass. I'm talking over it so I don't get pulled down.
do you think it was?
I know a lot of girls hate you. I only wanna replace you. Cause of the way that I rate you. You heard a lot of that talking. A couple dope boys, ball players, couple niggas straight out the frog game.
Wait, you can sing as well.
You can hear it. You can sing it. They're good, man. Vision are good.
Is it a group?
It's basically, you know, 1988. Drake's producer. Boy, produces for Drake.
Nope.
Yeah, it's him and Daniel.
I'm of my time as well, you know. You have to.
Yeah, 1988 and Daniel Daly together at Division. But it's just obviously just producers. It's all Daniel singing. But yeah, like that's. I was saying to my brethren, I said, my brethren said to me, he wishes Division was bigger.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really know if I want them to be bigger because then they'd probably turn to pop.
They
have to
change.
change.
They
It would be
have
pop
to
cousin.
change them.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard, man. It's hard for R&B artists nowadays.
See this song here with me. If it plays. I think like this could easily like chart and then be labelled as pop almost. Well, not so much this song. This is the first one I went to, but the songs that it's got that could chart and then be labelled as pop, and then it just wouldn't be R&B anymore. I feel like there's a glass ceiling for R&B, and Weeknd's a perfect example because it strayed from R&B to make pop to get bigger. It wouldn't be as big as if he was just doing that sound.
I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's just it's a shame, man. I look at all the different artists that we had in our time and how big they were. You know what I mean?
Huge.
I look at even the albums, the people that release like lots of albums, like Rough Ends.
Yeah.
Never
One
heard
album
them
and
still.
gone. No more, man.
I mean,
Give me a song.
no more.
Oh, no more.
you don't know.
I'll probably.
He's a bit younger than us, though, isn't he? He's a bit younger
Yeah, I am.
than me.
Come
I
on,
should
man.
say.
Yeah, I know this song.
Yeah, you know the tune. Yeah. And even these guys, yeah, the music at that time, it was just consistent. Everyone was like just coming out with good tunes. It's not the fact that we were younger. It's the case that their quality was there. Whereas now, I think because there's so much music at the moment, the quality's not as great. But if it's PR'd correctly, you can get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to find, isn't it?
Much harder, man. Much harder. And I think guys like Justin as well.
Timberlake.
Yeah. The guys like Justin, Usher, mainly them two, Justin and Usher, they may find it harder to get the younger generation just because they're on a different mentality,
But it's
different
weird.
mindset.
Now you say those few names, yeah, it's weird that I'm just gonna say the two biggest R&B stars of say last decade or whatever, both strayed from R&B. You know what I mean? Usher was so like heavy EDM, and Justin, I don't even know what Justin.
It's only recently.
But
isn't
even
it? His
Suit and
last
Tie
song.
wasn't fully R&B.
Suit and
It's
Tie
kind
was
of
R&B.
was R&B.
Suit and Tie had an R&B sample, R&B drums, an R&B singer, and a rapper on it. How much more R&B do you want to get?
Suit and Tie.
Suit and Tie was
That is true, that's
R&B
R&B,
to
man.
the core.
Suit and Tie.
R&B. Do you know, because there hasn't been a lot of R&B in the last 15 years,
forget what it was.
or good R&B.
Yeah.
I remember washing the dishes in my kitchen with One Extra on the TV, and that song coming on, and my ears
Yeah.
perking up straight away.
This is R&B.
This is R&B to
R&B.
the core.
Listen to the beat.
Listen to the groove, the drive, the bass, the drums.
Stop. Let me get a good look at it.
Listen to the bass.
I know what you're saying, but it's not. I'm not getting R&B feels
So
from
what do
it.
you think
R&B
it's pop?
to the core.
What do you think it is?
R&B
It's
to the
like
core.
what Bruno's doing now.
That's R&B to the core.
He's R&B.
Yeah, you can't tell me Versace on the floor, Finesse. They are R&B
Yeah.
records.
Okay, but 24 karat gold.
That's different.
I'm getting that
That's
vibe
different.
from it.
Nah, it's definitely not that vibe. Maybe it's the older style and the samples.
I'm getting the horns and that is kind of throwing me off. I'm not getting R&B.
But you got
vibe
to
from
realise
it.
even the horns and the idea of being trumpets and all that back in the day when you had like underground
That's what it
R&B
would be.
clubs, that's what it would have been. You know what I mean?
Alright, so what is R&B then?
This is what the thing is. It's rhythm and blues. Rhythm and blues. So a blues. If you go to a blues club, what you're gonna see? You can see double bass and trumpets.
Yeah.
So
Double bass, trumpets,
Guitar.
saxophone, guitar, drummer. So it's all instrumental.
we're saying Boys to Men were like rhythm and blues as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very different, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
very
but
different.
obviously music, it changes over time, doesn't it? Hip hop today is very different to what hip hop was
Yeah.
in 1979.
Think about it now. When
I
Cool
can't
and the
see
Gang
that, bro.
came out, yeah, that's rap.
You mean Sugar Hill Gang?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang came out. That was rap.
That's like disco, innit?
Compare that.
Yeah,
to,
but that's what rap was.
That's what it was.
Then,
Then
Cool. Okay, I'll
like,
give it that.
then you
Compare
come
it
back
to
to
what
the
it is
Def
now.
Jam era when it was
Yeah.
all rock and Beastie
Yeah,
Boys and
Beastie
Run
Boys.
DMC. It changes consistently.
Okay, so you're saying that's a form of R&B.
That's a
and
form of R. It might not have been the R&B you'd expect to hear in 2013.
yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so
give you that.
it's unfair to say that what these guys are making now isn't R&B. Then it's still
It's
R&B.
very hard. It's very hard. It is very hard to say.
No, it's still. If that's R&B and that's R&B,
do
then
we
this is R&B.
But you know what? Because I can listen to an R&B song from the 70s, an R&B song from the 80s, an R&B song from the 90s and the early 2000s, and all are the same completely different. There's a consistent vibe across
There is,
that lets
there
you
is.
know it's R&B. When I listen to this alternate R&B stuff, I don't get that.
Put it this way, yeah. When I listen to Trey songs, that's R&B.
Yeah.
When I listen to Weekend, that's more alternative. There's more alternative. It is. Now, Trey songs, he may be more traditional. He's never really danced.
Tony Braxton got a new album out.
Yeah, yo,
the
some
song's good,
bangers,
man.
you
The
know,
single,
tune's bad, you know.
I heard the single, but the
Yeah.
single's
Oh, they played
good.
it on the job with the
yeah,
one and it's good.
yeah, tune's bad.
I didn't know it was a full album, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, so for this.
He's trying to find something to find holes in his
Yeah.
discussion. This is
So
what Juice does. This is what he does in his weekdays. This is not R&B.
This is an R&B.
I don't like it. It might just be I just don't like this song.
I'm just trying to find different sounding R&B to say.
This is horrible.
This
is horrible.
You don't like this song?
I hate this song, you know. I hate the song. I hate the video.
Do you know why I hate it? Because the hook is so good. That's why I hate it. It's an amazing hook, man. It just sticks in your head no matter what.
The first time I heard this tune, I was like, I don't like this, but I know it's catchy. And the first time I heard it, I remembered it forever.
Yeah.
When I heard it, I was upset that it's the same guy that sang Location. Yeah, the song Location.
Yeah, song's a
I
banger.
can't believe it's the same guy and other songs from the album. I can't believe he's made this song and then the album's just like a letdown for me.
This is R&B.
Focus on communicating, 'cause I just need the
Can tell by the cadence using this singing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. The last song though, technically still R&B.
So listen to what listen to what the song's about and who he's aiming for, bro.
Nothing else but you. At times I wonder why I fall with you, but this is new to me. This is new to you.
Let's not get this pulled
I
down.
was just about to say that let's not play the whole song, but yeah, man,
Yes.
I'm confused. You know someone that confuses me as well.
Who?
Just to change the subject a bit. Ty Dolla $ign. You listen to Ty Dolla $ign?
I haven't heard anything from Ty Dolla $ign in years, so...
You know what?
But what does he want to do?
Do you know what?
What does
I'm
Ty
not
Dolla
gonna lie,
$ign want to
yeah.
do?
He doesn't get the props he should get, you know. Have
What?
you heard Beach House 3?
Do you know why he doesn't get the props he deserves? Because he wants to rap all the time.
That is true.
Why does he
stop
want? He just
rapping?
needs to
He just
allow
needs
rapping.
to sing.
When you think of
Nah,
when you think of
honestly.
Ty Dolla $ign, you think of
Pass-
like
pass-
Oh
pass
Nah,
the
you
aux,
think
pass
of
the aux.
you think of these songs. What you
Yo, Famous. Do you know I play that song nearly every week?
Oh, Canary Rich. I can play it. I can play it. I
Yeah,
can
go
play
on,
it.
play that. And then X. Play the first part of Famous and play the middle well. The start of X.
Oh, yeah.
I play these tunes every week, you know. Every week. Play Famous first, man. Play Famous.
Famous first.
Just listen to his vocal ability.
Ty Dolla $ign is amazing,
Yo,
but
he is a serious
Well,
singer.
maybe he's just stuck in the same situation that we've just been talking about.
famous.
what do you mean?
He really wants to sing, but he knows that
Oh,
it's not what he's...
Yeah,
it's
I
at
get
the
what you're
moment.
saying.
Everybody wanna make it. Everybody trying to get somewhere. Everybody
And for all that rapping that he does, he just needs to stop.
wants you to know that they're standing right there.
was a X.
X. The vibe, yo. This tune's hard, you know. I love this song. Only because it's like, obviously the sample reminds me of the good days. Dom will know when he hears this.
You know, a good R&B album for me is one that I don't know the name of the songs. I just pull it on play and it's just like I'm just too
Say,
much into it.
to the bedhead's bopping.
Oh yeah.
I've heard this before. It's the 112 sampling it.
Yeah. It's good, man. I think he's got mad talent. It's just that
It's amazing.
he just don't put it the right way.
But then, this is probably like this is his song.
It's like, why did they do this?
I think we know why. We just spent half an hour discussing it.
Why did they do this? This is that pineapple tune from that
Yeah.
You know what? I listened to the tune. I was like,
I do actually like this song, but like
I'm not really
it's
a
just,
fan.
I can't say Ty Dolla $ign is better than this.
Yeah, he is.
Like
Please.
it's better than like what was the other one? I don't know. It's just Suede. I don't know. Most of his biggest songs are rap songs, and then you listen to Beach House 3 and 2. I ain't listened to 1. Amazing projects, good like singing and that kind of. I don't know. I don't know what he wants to do. And
I
it's
liked
so
what you
frustrating.
just played anyway. I'll have to go and
Do you know
check
I'm
it out.
liking more and more?
Free TC album as well, but like
I'm liking him more.
Blase,
I hear
that was
more of him. Swiley.
Swear
It's bad, you know. The boy bad.
This is
Oh
Tyler's
yeah,
song.
yeah. I heard this.
Hated this song. Man.
Frankers make any bitch get naked.
Oh, that's what we're on this. But yeah, man. I don't get Tyler this time.
Confusing. He might be confusing himself.
What did you say about Swaley?
I think it's bad, you know.
Swaley, yeah,
I think
Swaley.
it was bad, you know. Kid's mad talented. You know who Swaley is? Sang the hook on Unforgettable.
Sound what?
He sang the hook on
You
Unforgettable.
Oh, for the French Montana thing.
Yeah.
Nah, the boy is talented, you know. I just like his vibe.
Yeah, he's got a good vibe. It's carrying my man, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Carrying Slim Jimmy.
But yeah, man. So, question. Did you hear the Cardi tune?
Cardi B.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's the album's out next week.
Can we
Yeah.
get a little piece?
The album's out next week, yeah.
Yeah.
And questions were if she was going to release something before it. And this is what has been brought forward.
Okay, then go on.
But you out here chasing culo and putas, chilling poolside, living cool lives.
Can't play too much because you know it'll get dragged down as soon as. That's why I'm going to keep talking. But yeah. Don't say whoa.
Come from nowhere.
Oh yeah.
It's not about that yellow, is it?
No. Now the question is for me. Why would you choose that song?
Why that song?
Why would you choose that specific song the week before the album's coming out?
I mean, like, you got an answer.
I don't get it.
I think it's because what she's talking about, she's basically talking about getting cheated on and offset, all these offset rumors have been out.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to capitalise on that.
Yeah, but-
and she wants to get people talking about that to hopefully drive some attention her way, but she should have
But
just
that's
dropped.
an album track.
Well, exactly, yeah, that's an album track. That's not
That's not a single.
That can't be a single.
You can't drop that as a single.
Definitely not a single.
I don't know what they were thinking when they said, yeah, we'll put that. Nah,
Yeah.
don't do that.
It had to have been to offset the rumours. It has to be to do with that. There's no other reason why you'd release that song. That song can't get played in the club. That
No, it
song,
can't.
That song.
That song's not a good song.
Yeah. But I understand if she wanted to make that song and put it on her album to address whatever, fair enough. But that song shouldn't be. Yeah, my album's coming out next week. But
But
here
that
you
kind
go.
of like, it kind of like takes the shine off you releasing your album.
Well, yeah,
In my
but
opinion,
it shouldn't have.
because what it is now, let's just say she's got 4 or 5 bangers on the album. Why are you putting out this record just before it comes out so people are going to keep it and think and make an idea of what they think the album's going to be like before they get it?
I mean,
It's
maybe.
like, it might not be that good, so I don't know. Now, if she just didn't release nothing, waited like 7 days, bam, drop the album, people will like
Yeah.
the big tunes.
I think in this generation, it's not as important. You know, the song you release before you put the album out. Everyone's going to stream it anyway. I don't think there's anybody.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that would have been a major no. Right now, it's not as important.
Maybe for her it was a case of Bodak Yellow, obviously Bodak Yellow, but yeah,
Different vibe.
Yeah, maybe she just wants to say I can do this as well.
Yeah.
And my album's not just gonna be a hype turn up thing. It's gonna be. It's called Invasion of Privacy, so I'm guessing there's gotta be some sort of depth on there. You know what I
got
mean?
depth.
So maybe she just wanted to say this is like a raw song I want to give you.
I don't know.
But it's not the right song.
Definitely
it's not the
not.
right
It's a
song.
bad
Because
choice.
I was fully looking forward to the album. Like she dropped the album cover. Yeah, her.
Yeah,
but
that's how she looks, man.
She looks better than that usually. That's a bad picture.
That's a no makeup picture.
No
Yeah.
makeup.
Well, she's raw. She should just go on
She's real,
Instagram
man.
and
You know what? I'll give her props on that. She's real. She'll
Yeah.
just take Insta live on, no makeup, just raw, fresh out of bed. Now, obviously, a lot
that's
of
the
girls
album
won't do
cover.
that, but
I
you
love
know,
that picture. You know,
Yeah, that picture's sick.
that's a big picture.
I like it.
It's got a
No,
nice.
no, you don't, no, you don't.
It's got like a 90s
It has got a
Mary J.
90s
Blige
feel.
vibe
My-
to it.
I think when I
Missy
see that,
Elliott.
I think Missy, Mary J. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And
I think like
but I'm-
iconic picture. I'm thinking Lil Kim.
Hardcore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
cover. I'm thinking Nicki Minaj, just general. Like it's an
General, any of her
it's an
Instagram
iconic look. It's an iconic picture, man.
I don't know, man.
I think like the anticipation was building, and that one just stabbed the anticipation right.
She should have just put the actual album cover out and
that's
wait.
it.
That's it. Not put out nothing.
Well, the video for Bite Your Car is coming out on Monday, so this song didn't even need to come out. Like this song came out yesterday.
In that case, that doesn't make no sense. Then
I think she wanted to put this out. She must really believe in this song. And I ain't gonna lie, I've listened to the song 3 times. The first time I was like, second time I was like, third time I'm like, okay. I see what you do. I see why.
It should come with the instructions. Good after 3 uses.
And someone even said like, she could have got someone else to sing the hook, but she wanted to sing it herself because it means something to her. Fair enough. I understand why she herself might like this song and might want to put it on the album, but to prepare
Song
for
might
the
not even be
album.
on the album.
Let me ask a question.
Have we seen the track? Have we seen the track list?
Nah, she ain't posted track this shit.
Now, Cardi's a big star. Should she have to put out tracks like this? Or would
No,
you
she
just
doesn't
not
have
do
to.
something?
She doesn't have to.
Because to me,
What, an album or that? Just in
But
general.
remember,
in general.
think about her background, where she comes from. She comes from a reality TV background, so maybe
Yeah.
that's just imprinted into her.
it's true.
No, I think Cardi has to, because Cardi's, like I said, she came up from being on Instagram, no makeup, and
So people
replying
expect her to address it.
replying back to everyone on Twitter. She tweeted yesterday that she wanted to fart, but there's too many people in the room.
I remember a year ago seeing her arguing with Queen T on one of Queen T's posts.
I swear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
Say,
that.
like, Cardi will reply to you.
Yeah.
Like she will.
I just know, man.
She's
because
active.
in that term, I look at it and I think, okay, then. So what level do you want to be regarded by?
No, but that's-
because it's like Cardi's there. Cardi knows she's accessible to the fans. Yeah. Now, if you tweet Jay, he ain't responding.
Yeah, but that's a
He
generation
sees
thing.
it.
That's a generation thing.
It's like, I'm not responding to you, you little peon.
But it's this generation live and die by phones and social media, don't
Yeah.
they? So
True. It's weird, man. I just find it strange, just because when she put that video out saying, "Oh, the industry's this, the industry's that," and guys like Jay, yes, they've been in there for a long, long time, but it's like, yo, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It comes with the territory. You're making all this money, so you're going to have a lot of pressure. You're going to have a lot of like people in your business all the time. But what I've noticed, even from Jay's era, so to speak, you don't respond because that makes you on a level above.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
need to respond to your little crappy comments. You know what I mean? That's why I don't jump back on the.
I mean, this era
on the
is,
comments and kick
I've-
back. I just shoot back from here. What?
This era is I've got money, so everything's just money. Like I can reply back to you, but I'm rich. They probably said that in the reply, like,
And they're all a lot of them are very young as well. Very,
Cardi's-
very, very young.
Cardi's 25. I think.
That's young.
That is-
I mean, a lot of
she's
rappers.
21.
A lot of rappers had experienced a lot in life before they even
Yeah.
got to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's true, man. It's true. 100% true.
So, what are you listening to then? If you don't like
podcasts,
music,
Hardfood
Hey.
podcast.
Big up.
big up.
That's what I want to hear.
Gunshot.
I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot of. I listen to a lot of old music. What am I listening to at the moment? A lot of Joyner Lucas. I like Joyner Lucas.
Yeah. Okay.
Was just saying earlier on Daniel Caesar.
Yeah.
I always forget my man's name. Brent Fayez.
Yeah.
That's what I've been listening to recently, but I don't listen to a lot of new music. I'm not going to pretend that I do.
XXX and Tesha.
Oh, come on. You're just talking a different language.
It's not bad, you know.
You're talking a
Trust me,
different
it's not
language.
bad.
You know,
To be fair, man, just listen to it.
Do you know what happened? You know what happened with him? I've never to this day heard a song. Obviously, I'm from Wolverhampton. I've heard Scarlord.
Yeah.
I've seen all the comparisons between Scarlord and My Man.
Yeah.
That's just made me never wanting to listen to it
No,
again.
but that's like Scar. If anything, Scardo's like old XX.
Okay, so
Like-
he's growing.
Yeah, no. I ain't even gonna play the song still. But actually, should I play?
Go on, give me a
No,
clip.
no.
No, give me
here
a
you go,
young
here you go.
clip, man. Give me a
He's
young
not bad.
clip.
You know what?
It's
Some
not
stuff I've heard, I was just like,
You made Adrian cry last week.
I just don't want to. But some of his new project, yeah, it's quite.
He's trying to say he's okay, begrudgingly.
He's like, yeah. Don't get me wrong, he's mad talented. It's just that because in this social media world, everything's different.
Yeah.
Everything is so different. Like, I
We-
look at
we see too much of
imagine,
him.
imagine if we had social media when I don't know when the Locks and Rough Riders were going on with their madness. the world, everything would be different. Like everyone would know, you was at the block, such and such doing this, and you should have got locked up.
Yeah, the thing with it,
it's just different because they've got all this like, and as soon as someone wants to say something, it's like, if I got beef with Juice, yo, Juice, and they can just fire off at them.
Yeah. And it's like the thing with like the Lux and D Block and that back in the day. Like, we know that they were 30, but we didn't have to see it.
Yeah.
We just listened to the music and was like, yo, these guys are serious. You get me? And then, like you said the other week, they probably go to jail or whatever, and it's like, these guys are 30. Nowadays, it's like, pick up my phone and prove that I'm actually about what I'm talking about, and that actually takes away from what you're talking about because you're not meant to be doing that. You might like this. You know, I don't feel like it, but it's different from what you'd expect.
I love that word, different. Which one's this?
I didn't play it from the new album. This is from 17. Actually, that's right. I was about to play the full song, you know. Yeah.
Let's keep talking.
Yeah. Basically, it's called Jocelyn Flores. It's about one of his friends that committed suicide. So, yeah. Basically,
like the sound of this.
Yeah.
I hate myself when I fucking end it. Pessimistic. All wanna see me when I'm part of pissing, but niggas been inside about the
But yeah, man.
Pleasant surprise.
That's the vibe he's on. He doesn't really make that Scardo kind of music, to be honest.
I'll have to check
Like,
it out. I'll have to give him a chance.
This is the song. I've been listening to this album all week, to be honest. But you know, maybe that's what woke up in a bad mood. But yeah, this album's bad, man. This is a song that made you cry last week, isn't it?
Sad.
Yeah.
I heard the word suicide.
I'm sad and low, yeah. I'm sad and low, yeah.
Say.
Is he alright?
He's not alright, you know.
Nah.
He needs a hug.
He's definitely not alright.
He needs a hug and like some good friends to just say, yo, chill, man.
I don't think he's got friends.
Just be good.
Just academics. But yeah, man. What was he talking about? What was he even talking about before Exorcist? Oh, yes, what you listened to? Oh, you said Brent Fires, Daniel Caesar. So basically R&B. And lyricists and some good rappers there.
Yeah.
There you go.
What?
No,
Because I know you don't like J. Cole, but J. Cole's my favourite.
No. It's not that we don't like J. Cole, you know. It's not that we don't like him. It's just that
I like J. Cole.
I want him to push himself.
Yeah.
Because him, Kendrick, and Drake are the guys. Those three guys pushed rap culture. Yeah. Really. Now, Kendrick's doing his part. Drake's gonna come back out with a new album.
Drake's doing his part.
And he's gonna do his part again because Drake. Some people say Drake fell off. Drake didn't fall off. He just went in a bit of a different direction. He brought on UK artists, and Americans didn't like it. Yeah. So, Cole's Forest Hill Drive's album.
Bad. Yeah.
For Your Eyes Only.
It was alright.
Yeah. And because it was like that.
Listen,
It was because it was like that. People were like, you're not bad. It's just that we want you to push yourself because I heard him on what tune?
The new one, Royce 5'9".
Have I missed something?
I haven't fully heard that
something
tune.
came out like 2 days ago.
Do you know what? I've had that tune for about
featuring.
3 weeks, about 2-3 weeks. I haven't listened to
that Royce one?
I haven't listened to.
Okay, sure.
But I heard him on the Jeezy.
Oh yeah.
Jeezy track.
The
Jeezy track, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's how Cole's supposed to be.
No, but the thing, Cole goes hard, you know. Cole never, and other than when he's talking about folding clothes, J. Cole.
He always does this line, you know.
Yeah.
He always does the same line.
He made a full song about doing laundry.
My brother said, yo, you need to stop saying that, you know.
He made a full song about doing laundry. Like, come on. And then he had another song telling us how he lost his virginity. It's like, come on. But,
Tune's a banger though.
No, it's a big song. But like, okay, what I'm saying is, J. Cole is way too comfortable it's too comfortable doing his thing.
He needs to push himself.
It's like, fair enough. I know Forest Hills Drive, he was good.
Yeah.
Like, we know that you're good. We know J. Cole's good. Let's do something that'll make us say, wow. J. Cole hasn't wowed me.
He's got the ability to be
When is J. Cole last
a
wowed?
9.5, 10. Yeah? But at the moment, I feel like he's giving us a 6.5.
So what about to those who feel he is a 9?
So those that feel he is a 9.
I.e. me.
No, he's completely capable. It's just in his last album.
No, his last album, it was good.
It was
but
good,
it was a letdown from Forest Hill Drive.
Exactly,
It was a
that's what I'm
letdown.
saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people might say, yeah, we might have gone in a different direction. I understand that. However,
It was a concept album. Maybe that was just something he wanted
if
to
he
do.
released that as an EP, yeah, then everyone would have been like,
I'll be honest
"Alright,
with
cool."
you. When I first, because what track did he use? That was somebody else's beat. I can't remember.
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah,
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah.
When I heard the album, I assumed it was a mixtape straight away. I just thought, oh, he's released a project.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
took it as a mixtape and I
Yeah.
listened to it as a mixtape before I found out, hold on, this is actually supposed to
If
be
you heard, if that
an
was
album.
a mixtape,
Yeah.
everyone would have been like, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. But because it was an album, everyone's like, oh,
I'll give you that 100%. Yeah, 100%.
J. Cole hasn't wowed me since Born Sinner. And that's the last time I've been like, yes, like, wow. Was it Power Trip? Them times there, She Knows, Letting Nas Down. I think that's man. Like, J. Cole is comfortable to me, man. I feel like he's just on that level. I don't think he's really risen too much in the scale of
We'll
things.
see what he's next.
I think it's going to be more of the same.
Very good.
Judging from that Rose verse.
Like I said, that album was a concept album. That's a standalone project. So, come on, let's give him a chance.
I'll give him a chance 100% because I do like him. I do really, really like him. And I champion his music. It's just that last one, I was like, if it was a mixtape, I'd have been like, cool. I can accept that. It's cool. I like it. But because it was an album, I was like, I want more.
So, hey, listen to no bassline.
Who?
Bassline, man. 4/4?
Bass.
4x4. Niche.
44.
Yeah. Bassline, you know.
You need to mail that shit back to 2007, man. Friggin' hell, bro. Mail that back to 2007. I'm not on it, bro.
No bassline.
Not on it, bro.
Not even the singing, because I know you like you singers.
What
Not even
singing? What I have singing.
the singing bassline.
Which ones?
Teresa, and that, man.
Oh, we're talking about the old bass line.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't listen to it, but I like to.
Oh, okay.
It's a part of my life, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if we're talking about bassline in 2018,
That's what's his name? That's killing it. Now.
it doesn't matter. He's killing it, bro. You said the right thing. They're killing it. It's terrible.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Everybody's trying to sound like dubstep producers.
Yeah, what's his
name?
name? Darksy.
Darksy,
All that
flipping
man like Darksy. Yeah.
Skepsis, whoever else. It's
TRC
not for me.
posted a video. I don't know if I think it was sponsored, but I've what's your favourite bass line?
your favourite bass
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
please.
And it just made me realise the difference because
It's a completely different sound. It's not.
but it was
the
more
same.
like fun, like almost like calypso bit. You know what I mean? Especially like what TRC made.
Well, do you know what it was? It was influenced by urban music, whereas this
it's
2018 sound is influenced by that bass line to an extent, but it's more, to me, it's more influenced by dubstep.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was never into dubstep, so it's not for me.
So the thing is now, when bassline was at its height in the good old days, so to speak.
It's mad how long ago it wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
just not even being silly. Like,
Not even being silly yet.
What, 10,
when
11
people
years,
talk
12
about
years?
it, yeah, and I'm like,
Friggin'
yo,
hell.
I was out there enjoying the music. You get me? And now I just feel really old when I go back and talk about it. You know what I mean? I remember when Flamus, when he came out with One Foot Skank.
Flamus.
Yeah.
Oh, was it him?
Yeah, Flamin'.
Where you been?
I thought it was Triller.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the story behind One Foot Skank quickly. Me and TRC was making a tune literally about a year before One Foot Skank come out, and TRC says, "I've got an idea. I need to put this down." So I opened a new Reason project, did the 8-bar drop of One Foot Skank, saved it to my computer, and then forgot about it. And then Flamus come with this a cappella, which was a full 128 bars of Flamus power.
Yeah, yeah.
And I heard that 4-bar, and I thought straight away about that tune that had been sitting on my computer for the past year.
Yeah.
I put the 4-bar over that tune.
Yeah.
TRC arranged the project out, and that was the tune. TRC said, "This is never going to work.
Yeah.
This won't work." I played it at Niche. It was the first time I played it. Absolutely tore the roof off. 3-4. There's a video on YouTube of the first time I played it.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 wheel ups, and it went on to be one of the biggest bassline tunes.
Yeah.
No
Because
way.
when I've known Flamus since we were like kids and that, and it was like, I remember when him and his brother used to phone me, "Yo fam, when you can, yeah, just phone up, yeah, phone radio." I can't remember who was
And
playing.
request the
Spring-
tune. Request the
Spring
tune.
was playing. He's like, yo, when you can, yeah, just phone up, yeah, just request the tune in it. I was like, yeah, cool, obviously. And then it's like I get them times we had like Nokia 5110s,
Sony Walkmans,
and then I was like, 1 foot skank, white flamers, and it's like you're listening. It's like wait, it's imagine how well different now. You're sitting there waiting for the tune to come on, and Sprinkle coming like, yo, that's me, Sarah. But yeah, it's mad how the music then compared to what it's like turned to now is different.
It's completely different.
The way that I don't understand. Part of me, yes, I do understand how a lot of people that I know do like dubstep, but it's not my cup of tea. Yeah, to be fair. And I think that even after that, when I used to go out to listen to more house and that, even dubstep was starting to creep into there, and I was just like, yo, I'm not. I do love the bass and that, but it's just getting too much.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I was going to try and get technical with it, but I don't even know. Dubstep, it just seems like you just want more. Like, you know, when you hear a song and you screw your face, you just want that more again. It's almost like a drug. You just want that feeling again. And dubstep's like, constant. That dubstep is for that, and it's like, you know, and you want it over and over again. And there's some people,
it's not
don't get bored of it.
Tea, but don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it. It's because everyone each their own.
Like I said, it's completely different now. When we were doing bassline, it was, you know, the music was influenced by speed garage, UK garage, grime. We all brought that grime element into it, and you had the female vocals, which everybody wanted to hear just as much as the dubs and the MC tunes, and it was just a nice melting pot. But the stuff today is nothing like that. Yeah, I the last time I DJ'd was in September 2016 at the Bassline Festival in Manchester. I played at the March 2016, and that was more people from my time. Literally 6 months later, I turned up to DJ, I looked out into the crowd, and it was literally 3,000 18-year-old white kids. And I just looked and said, what the hell do I play? It changed literally that quick, and all they want to do is this big drop, dance for 3 seconds, wait for the next tune. It's completely different, so that's when I retired.
That is
from bassline, September 2016.
Oh, because your name's been on flyers for like
I'm still on the flyer for Sidewinder in May. I'm not going. Everybody, I'm not going to be there. Like,
I remember one time I was like, oh yeah, I'm going up to wherever, my brother. You come in, I see you there. Your name's on the flyer. Like, fam, I'm not gonna be there. I was like, all right, nah, I'm not there. I was like, oh shit.
Apostle's definitely retired. Definitely. Or at least for the moment. So it's all about inspiration. When you feel inspired about something will spark and you'll want to do it, but I just get no inspiration from that side of music anymore.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on like UK music? Obviously, UK music's doing big things now. Obviously, you're working with artists and that kind of stuff.
I'm working with one or two.
Yeah.
Obviously, I still work with Daps.
Yeah.
I still work with Sophie Lou, who's from Wolverhampton. But I've stripped back a lot of what I do, but most of my focus is on them too. But UK music in general, it's good. It's good that it's popular, because when I was 17, 18, it wasn't that way at all. All the music we listened to was American music. Obviously, I come from a grime background again, so seeing grime music being big and commercially successful and not even that critically acclaimed, that's in my heart. Like, I love that. As for road rap, Afro beats, Afro rap, Afro trap, whatever you want to call that, I'm not on it. It's not me. Like, I'm glad that these guys are doing well and they can make a living for themselves, and it's a UK and it's authentically UK, but it's just not for me.
Not even like J Hus, like the best.
No, J Hus is alright. I can listen to a couple bits and bobs.
I know you said it gets a bit repetitive and that kind of stuff, but it's still
that ramp, for example,
So you don't like the thing from Barking?
I don't like the thing from Barking, bro. It sounds like we used to go to studio, but Spock, the first time I come to the studio was Sam Sharps and I was 8, and Spock was the engineer. And Ram's Barking sounds like the kind of melody we would play on the keyboard, not knowing how to make music. It's like, the first time I go and shoot, I'm going to go ding, 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 ding. And I'm going to sing along some rubbish. Before you know it, it's like a number 2 hit. Like, I'm not on it. That to me is rubbish, man.
It's insane.
But it's mad, isn't it? Like I said in the episode before, like back in that's pop's always been that, the simple melody, and for some reason it's the #1 on the UK dance chart or whatever. It's good now that urban music has that ease and that You know what I mean? Before we was almost putting our heart and soul into music before and making music that wasn't really chartable.
Say to us,
what I mean? Now it's easy to get.
Definitely.
It's
I
like
say easy, but it's not easy, but
it's like my daughter now. My daughter's 3, my oldest one, and the second one's 2, and they're at home, and they will sing along to All the Stars.
Kendrick, innit?
Yeah, Kendrick.
Yeah.
They sing along to Blind by Grace.
Yeah.
And even Pray for You. Pray for Me.
What's that
on the Kendrick album, on the Black Panther album.
Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
And
So my bad.
I thought about it today and I was like, you know what, that's mad, you know, because that shows how far our music has come in terms of influence, in terms of airplay. The fact that my kids
put that in the same bracket.
They can put that in the same bracket as whatever else they play on the radio. Yeah. And that's obviously they've listened to music that I play and they'll pick up the inspiration to get the influence from it, but the fact that they can pick out those, they don't know the words because, you know, the kids, but they know the melody, they know the rhythm, and they can pick up and sing along.
Yeah.
It's mad. Whereas, how many years ago, that would have been Spice Girls?
100%. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And not even just to say that would be Spice Girls, but there was no option of a black. You know what I mean? There was no black hit as well.
It wasn't as accessible.
Because our music was saved till 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I suppose you still
before
got
MTV Base coming, that kind of changed everything. But up until that point, if you saw an R&B act on top of the pops, it was like a big event.
Seriously,
yeah.
It was a big event.
It's like when you used to watch The Box and you'd be like waiting for the one black tune an hour.
Ghost Town DJ, my dude.
Yeah, people don't know you know about that tune, you know.
Did you ever text in the box?
Yeah, all the time, man. I was Monica. Every time Monica, Before You Walk Out My Life came on, that was me.
Tune.
That was me texting in.
Tune.
I used to, all the time.
All the time.
I used to ask my mum, which she didn't ask.
It wasn't even a texting, it was a phone in, and then you typed the number of the video that you wanted to play.
I just remember you used to say something like £1 something plus text rate, and I was like, mum was like, nah.
The good old days, man.
Alright. Yo. You heard Lady Leshurr's new tune?
The Black Panther one?
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet. I saw it on the way, but I didn't get to listen to it.
Can I play some of it?
Go on then. Let's see.
So I love Leshurr anyway, you know. But
She did it over this beat?
yeah. I don't know if it was on purpose, but Missy Elliott retweeted her in a week or something, innit?
Missy Elliott's been on her for time now.
Oh,
Missy
is she?
Elliott, yeah, been on for years and years.
Have I gone for the Wi-Fi? Here we go. We are, because she's under tramming it. She don't even know these people, you know.
It's the
Oh, is it a random one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
That's a 3-second violation.
See, my man, we've got to watch out. Lovely, she, you know.
She get the real thing. I'm original.
Nah, she's hard, man.
Yeah.
She's too hard.
Social media, banter, what you rap for, what you stand for. I'll be at your door like a delivery from Asda. Hamper, blacking out, looking like a panther.
Nah, she's killing it, man. She's absolutely killing it.
Hard, you know.
Fully red.
That is hard. Even the concept.
Killing all of them becoming awesome, me mad. Things are never slowly, don't have to lie to be cozy, holy moly.
And she's doing this more, she's switching up the flow more, you know. You know when she's doing the Queen speech stuff? She wasn't really switching up the flow.
She's
Now
showing what she can do now.
She's switching up the flow.
You find it over, what's the story like? I never sold the Ballamori, yeah. They don't wanna mess become me cold, you're my villain. Everybody knows I got the flow and the skill, man, they even hating on the girl.
Playing the whole G, you know, right?
Nah, it's too much.
Yeah, if this gets pulled down.
I don't think it'll get pulled down for that.
Alright,
let's give it a rest then.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah, outside Leshurr. I don't know why, but She replied to me. She replied to my comments still. I was on the Instagram still. She replied.
What did you say?
Bridges and that.
I said, I was like, I've met her before, to be honest. But she ain't gonna remember. I didn't even get up. But then I was like, oh, the tune's fire still. Lady she's killing it and one of the most consistent.
Yeah.
She is, man. She's consistent, but I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like she doesn't get the push. She doesn't get the.
But
define the push.
Well, I don't know, because I know she's got a big following and she does.
She's got her own lane and she caters to that lane.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
But the thing is now, I look at it, I look at things and think, well, is she content with that? Or does she want to get to the masses?
I think she's content.
You think?
I think she's content.
If she's content, then
I think she's content.
You
Well,
can't worry
is
about
she doing the kind of things that would suggest that she wants to get to the masses?
No, because she's staying who she is.
In what sense?
Because
Like, what do you have to do to say you want to get to the masses? Because I know she'll probably she'll drop these ones. Like, she's got the new freezer. She's got this one.
Yeah.
The Queen speeches.
Yeah.
But then she'll probably drop a tune like she had one called Juice and one called F My Ex.
Yeah, and the Where Are You Now and
and they
ones.
seem like more single pushes. Like, she's trying to get there.
She got a lot of radio play from them, though. She did.
She did. I don't listen to her, so I don't know. But I'll just watch
Well,
it.
one extra play. I don't know where you classify that, but she was. They definitely did the rounds a lot on one extra.
Yeah. I don't know though. 'Cause when I see the Queen speeches and the Queen speeches got a good push.
One thing I know is I'm seeing the views and I'm seeing the streams, and as an independent artist, she's making money.
Yeah.
And she's making a very good living. So
That's all right,
And she's just performing like energy music videos,
and
everything.
She
She's
does a lot of shows, so
yeah.
she's
A1, man.
maybe that's where she wants to be. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, I was gonna say let's do the DGC, isn't it? But we have to do the DGC, but slide the sample over and.
I always say that's what you should do anyway, because there's always like an awkward.
I know, innit?
I always think to myself, why don't they just put that in like after?
Yeah. I don't know, that's Adrian's fault, isn't it?
That's my fault. That's my fault.
Alright, we'll do that in future stuff.
Alright, cool.
Alright, then.
So do we pause and just like stop talking for a couple seconds and then put it in?
Did you see what I done? Came in a black Benz, left in the white one.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Did you see? Let me go first. Did you see that DMX's lawyers were gonna play
His music as an example of his flipping upbringing?
They were going to play his music in court to get. It was facing 5 years.
And it worked.
It worked. Did it work? It worked. It worked. The lawyer played slipping in court.
Yo.
And he got his sentence reduced from 5 years to 1 year.
There is no way they were playing No Damien.
No.
Where my dog's at? You get me? Get at me, dog. No.
Round of applause to that lawyer.
Big up, lawyer.
That was a risk. That was a risk.
Yo.
I got the 1 year sentence.
What's that? No, not that you. Not that you.
You know when you forget to press stop and it goes into the next song.
Oh,
so what was the saying? He evaded how much?
Evasion.
He basically didn't try to say he didn't earn anything. He was putting all the money in other people's bank accounts.
Oh, is that what he's doing? Tax evasion? No idea. But that's my only DJC, I think.
Alright, then, cool.
I didn't see nothing.
Now. Okay. You know what I'm getting sick of?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a DGC. He's a DGC. Is all these allegations, a man thumping up girl.
Yeah.
Now, there's the Trey Songz one. Yeah. As I said before, I can't see Trey like knocking out. Apparently, there's like a number of girls and they're being represented by this Lisa Bloom woman. She was the one that got the usher. Did you see the girl that was accusing Usher?
Yeah.
The big one.
The big thing.
Yeah.
So when her name came out, I was like, come on. Now. Loso.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Yeah. It's a bit different now, this
It's
story.
a bit different.
Yeah.
I heard
Wait, it's very different.
that it's his on-off girlfriend, mother of his children,
Yeah.
and he threatened to kill her and threatened to kill her family.
No, but he punched her.
And he punched her.
He punched her teeth out.
Yeah.
Like, and he handed himself in.
Yeah.
So it's not an allegation.
I know. I've seen that. Have you seen the memes though?
Nah. I seen one picture with Fabulous with Ike Turner hair.
Now, going back to all these.
I don't even want to laugh, but it's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny. But going back to all these allegations that happen, I'm thinking, it's mad, you know, that
You say that every week, you know.
I know
That's your catchphrase, you know. It's mad, you know.
It's mad, you know, because really now, you've got money, yeah, you're living life, and you're on tour, and then some chick comes out, pops up, Juice elbowed me in the jaw one time when he was coming past me, and Now everyone's gonna see you as a woman beater. You get me? Mm-hmm. It's like the Nelly case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like people are calling him rapist, blah blah blah, this and that, and they drop the charges later on. But the damage has been done.
Definitely.
You get me?
I mean, she just checked herself into hospital for depression caused from accusing whatever. I mean, there's always that, like, people that say she dropped the charges because she didn't have enough evidence, but that doesn't mean he didn't do it. Like, that's what they'll say. So she can still claim to be upset because she can turn around and say he did do it, but I don't stand a chance in court. So, like I said, the damage is done.
The damage has been done, man. I'm just like, yo, it's harsh just because the world we're living in. Obviously, the harsh reality is that if someone says you've done something,
it sticks.
And it sticks.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you're doing, you get me? It sticks, man, and it's a mad one. And what's the other one as well?
What did you say?
Yeah,
I got one. Well, I haven't got one, but I'm on Academics' page now trying to get one. God. Did you see that Takeshi 69 had cheese and toast for breakfast?
God.
Yeah, straight from Academics' page.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to talk about it.
I need to listen to this episode from
last week. I'm not going to talk about it.
Definitely need to listen
about
to
him
that
again
one.
because he's just...
And 50 Cent gave him a call sign as well still.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Call yourself King of New York.
I don't care.
You're not feeling
I
it.
don't care. You know what it is? After listening to Charlemagne's podcast this week,
Yeah, they broke it down. So.
when he broke it down, he said it's what he said after when he came off the air, and he said, "Yo, bro, it's all just about ratings."
Yeah.
If
When
a guy
Andrew
says
said
that, to it, when he says that, when he says it's all about rating, it's like, "Yo, bruv, what I'm saying, it's not real. It's not real."
And it worked for him.
You know what I mean? It's not real. None of this is real, but I'm just saying it just to get people to like me on the internet and get people to like me. And people, it's like, even though Andrew was saying about Game, I'm sure, did Game's brother, he's lost a brother.
Yeah.
So, if you're talking about gang culture, if a family member has died because of gang culture, it's obviously going to be something very sensitive to you.
Yeah, no, I think
So-
Andrew was playing like a, not devil's advocate,
Yeah,
but
but
he
I
was
get what you're
saying,
saying. I get what you're saying. But it's a weird one, man. Just because it's like, yo, in these streets, you never know, man.
It's true.
Someone might just creep upon
And
you.
they were saying
boom.
about it's not even like when he does his shows, he's doing his shows in arenas and stadiums, and he's got layers and layers of security. Like, somebody eventually will test you, and you.
Someone's going to, man, and it's just. Don't get me wrong. People might say you hate this, you that, but yo, I don't want anybody to just no need to be dying.
Yeah.
Out here, it's just no need. You know what I mean? Just be sensible. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just a mad one, mad thing. You carry on.
Oh, my did you see the stupid? I never see anything to this, but did you see that video of the man that was chasing the Chinese woman or something?
Nah.
And he's like, let me see it. Let me find it.
Well, I don't think this is gonna be funny.
Nah, yo, it's hilarious. It's funny, but it's not it's not news.
I want to see this.
We're not scary. We're just normal people.
Oh, God.
Shut up, man.
It's like his point is valid, but if you're gonna chase a woman down the alley,
It doesn't matter what colour you are, man.
of course she's gonna scream. I would have been screaming shit.
That is funny though. That is very, very funny.
Yeah, nah, I don't see nothing else this week, trust me.
I can't remember what the one was, you know. What was my other one? It's something to do with the news, you know.
You don't write it down?
Say again.
You don't write them down?
I thought it's because I thought I was gonna remember it.
Oh.
But it's here. I'm sure it's here.
We are not scary, just because we're black.
I can't remember, you know. Can't remember.
Yeah, you can't really.
Nah, I can't remember. Not going to me. No worries.
You got one. You say anything?
Have I seen anything? Oh, I'm not prepared for that.
You there seen on?
I possibly did, but my 35-year-old brain won't remember it.
See.
I mean, my 21-year-old brain.
Hey, Dad. How old are you, Adrian?
I'm the same age.
Oh, you the same age?
I'm the same age this year.
No way.
I'm 34 at the minute, so I'm young.
You should do bodybuilding.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
How's the gym life?
It's good, you know. It's new to me. Well, relatively new, but it's good. I enjoy it. Go every day. So.
Yo, Tip said he trained with you last week.
Yeah, he's been back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been back.
Oh, you know how he explains stuff anyway. Like, you know how he explains stuff anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my god. Like, he said he was with Grizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Raj.
Yeah.
You know what the
he's
joke
been
was,
back.
yeah, before I started bodybuilding, I had a talk with Raj.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, Adrian, you gotta understand, man. You gotta be prepared for this life. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm blessed. And I think it's all down to how you take it, because I'm a dad. I've got 3 kids. I'm married. I work. I do this. And I compete. So it's just a case of, yo, you just gotta find a balance.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
all about mentality,
Balance, man,
definitely. It's not
balance.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got no balance in my life, you know.
Yeah.
I got no balance.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's why I'm at Mackey's all the time. You get me, like, just easy.
Filet o fish, yeah?
Nah. You know what I've been eating? You know the Big Mac?
Yeah.
But the bigger Mac. Have you seen it? It's
the
mad.
special edition one.
Yeah.
The big thing.
Yeah, yo, I'm blaming vegans. I'm blaming the vegans, you know. Because since doing that vegan challenge, I've never wanted meat so much.
See the look of
Pause.
disgust on my face.
I used to eat fish, man. Like,
It's bad time.
Anyhow, let's get these playlists. Chawns.
playlist time.
Yeah.
Shall I go first?
You want to give K-Stack a shout before we start yours?
Are you playing K-Stack?
No, but I want to like have a little, just a little promotion thing.
Alright.
Came out on Monday. I had to cop it still.
Okay, you know, I can't do K-Stack without doing everyone else then. There's K-Stack, Told Ya, Essex.
That music's got a lot. Okay, we'll say that. You know what? Go by their projects anyway. We'll say that another
I'm going to
time.
play 10 seconds of each project.
Here we go. We've got 10 seconds here.
Wait,
of each one.
This is K-Stack. That was K-Stack's. Oh, engineered by Spark. This is a Sunday by Told Ya. Is that you?
That's why it sounds better.
Engineered by Puzzle and Essex. Which tune?
Which was engineered here by Essex.
Yeah. So the beats a bar plug.
I can make things right. I don't care how long. I can see the light, and I'm feeling right. I know what I'm worth. It's more than a price. Something better. There's gotta be for you and me. Something better.
Yeah, man. K-Stacks, Told Ya, Essex, big up.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Wolves is going on strong, isn't it? Wait, then, something else came out from Wolves, you know. Cupid. Yeah, Cupid as well. Big up Cupid. Something else came out as well, though. Anyway, let me play my playlist tunes still.
Oh yeah, I found that Kendrick verse you was on about the other day.
Yeah, I couldn't find this stuff. Well, you download illegally, innit? So you know the plugs. I don't know the illegal plugs. You get me? If it's not an Apple, they exist to me.
But everything's Apple.
Huh?
Everything is Apple.
That's not an Apple.
Everything's Apple.
Yeah, the phone's Apple. But what side did you get it from?
The tunes are Apple. Apple, look.
Huh?
You don't know. You don't know. Everything I get is Apple.
Yeah, no, but you download it to Apple, innit?
No.
You don't download
It's
it
an Apple download.
from where?
Ah!
It's illegal, man.
That's on the plug.
If it's not an Apple advert, it's illegal.
But it is because Apple, it's like the stars change.
So where's it from then? Where is it?
You like to know.
It's tube video or something with it. Well, yeah.
I'll
Anyway,
show you after, yeah.
I woke up in a bad mood still.
Shock. After that Triple X album.
I
Probably
woke up in a
feeling
bad
suicidal.
mood. But the one proven solution to bad moods is reggae music.
Okay.
So, this guy here, Sizzler, give me a try. I love this album. I love this. Yeah. Do you think Sizzler will pull us down? Sizzler ain't gonna pull us down.
I don't think he's gonna play there. Whatever label this come out on might be.
Green Sleeves Records.
What other things they've been telling you? I've got to stop them from complaining you. They just won't stop me from getting you.
You know what's bringing me down?
What?
It's cold outside, you know.
Schizophrenic weather.
Yeah, and it's just grey though. Why is it so grey? I don't even mind when it's a bit windy and blue. Or like pale blue. It's just grey, man. It's just grey and wet and cold.
Windy and blue.
I don't mind when it's windy and blue. And then, you know what, this tune? Etana, Blessings.
Yeah.
Big tune, you know. Cheese. And then my third one's actually request though. You know, I think one of the episodes was like, yeah, just holler at us with requests. So someone actually hollered at me with a request. My brethren, Narissa, she said, oh, play this tune for me. Because, you know, on Monday, when it was actually warm, we was getting gas though. So she said, I'll play this, play this song, yeah, spring's here and, you know, it's about to get warm.
Cheese, days like this.
Yeah. What is it long?
Yo. Southport memories. Me and the man them.
Does that still happen? Southport weekend? Stopped it.
Man was singing this at the top of his voice, you know. Everyone was vibing now. How tight you feel?
Life's different when the sun, man. I'm telling you.
You look real depressed, yeah.
It's depressing, man. I ain't even joking. It's actually very depressing. You wake up and you got.
I think listening to this type of song in this kind of weather makes the depression worse.
Yeah, true still.
Yeah, this one, yeah. Ironic, isn't it?
Here comes the sun.
Yeah. Monday was nice and warm.
Was.
And then it got cold.
Is the beast from the east coming back?
It's meant to.
It's supposed to come back Monday, innit? It's Monday.
Is it? I heard it was just propaganda.
Nah, it was definitely on Sky News this morning because I checked.
Oh, don't say that. I'm going to Portsmouth tomorrow.
Alright, cool.
Oh, Monday.
So, y'all know I always come with new music.
Yeah, you always got the new tunes, isn't it?
So, the first one, I'll come with. I like the vibe still. ASAP Rocky. And
Black Boy. Yeah, I heard it. Listen to this today. It's a tune, you know.
Can't play too much.
Super good friends. It's only natural, I suppose.
Bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Mag in the scheme, mastication come from me. Got the mag in the
Can't play it too much.
ASAP Rocky's sick when he wants to be, you know.
Yeah, man. There's that one. Second tune is this area.
Yeah.
No, I missed it.
ASAP Rocky. This is.
I can't play too much of it because they'll pull it straight down. And it's brand new music, they'll pull it straight down. And this one, you know, you just get a feeling, a tune just comes to your head, and you're like, yo. Yo. If you don't know about this tune, you know, you need to give your head a wobble. Yeah.
Give your head a wobble.
Give your head a wobble. Right. If you've been on my Instagram, I've played it already today. There you go.
What's this?
Say. You know, see the smile, see that, see that. Look at Yeah, I should see Spock right now, you know.
Go on, Spot, send it on yourself.
Big tune.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the song is.
See,
I don't know the
he
song.
needs to give his head a wobble.
What is it?
Let it vibe for a minute first.
You got a song? You wanna play a song?
You should see Spock's face right now. Spock's feeling sweet now.
You can play it for me.
You
Play something for a black.
should have been something. Anything that you need, don't be afraid to ask us. Oh my God.
Tunage.
And that is Music Soul Child,
Head wobbling music.
my girl. Big
the one.
tune.
Yeah.
See? Every once in a while, you know, gotta bring a tune
This
that's
is not
sweet
normally
spot.
my vibe,
gonna
but
say-
there's something about this tune that
When did this come out?
it's been on the radio for the last couple of weeks, but I'm actually feeling this tune a lot.
ASAP Ferg Black. No. Oh, it's by Buddy featuring ASAP Ferg. It's called Black. And the Wi-Fi.
Black.
It's the Apostles pick, by the way.
Black. Yeah. It's good. Okay, black on black, my thoughts so black, I'm black, my skin is so black, I'm rocking
I like
that
it.
black on black is black. Rims on this black, wheels in this black, wheel with this black,
Reminds me of CB4, the film.
black my thoughts so black,
Jeez.
black I'm black, my skin is so
Oh
black.
yeah,
You know what I'm about, innit? You know what I'm about, innit?
I ain't watched that film for years, you know.
man,
Just sweat
for
from my
years.
balls.
Yo.
That's hard, that is.
Tell when they not telling the truth. Talking that shit, nigga, what you gonna do? What you
Hey,
gonna
man.
do? What you gonna do? Back and I'm black and I'm acting brand new. Niggas in the back like, oh word. Diamonds all black like, fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. Spilling some Hennessy black on the curb. Just for the memory.
How much you get pulled out, you know?
I know, I was thinking that.
What it's gonna be. You don't wanna fuck with a nigga like me.
Yeah, man.
It's a big tune still.
So, why?
Just caught my ear and I liked it every now and again, you know. What did you say the other week? You only like 2 different types of music.
You have to get that on a t-shirt, you know. To get,
Good
to get
music
that on a
and bad
t-shirt, yeah.
music.
Music and bad, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's merch, that is, you know.
That is.
Definitely.
That's how people are getting rich these days.
Copyrighted
Yeah, man.
2018,
Deal with it.
1st of March.
What's that?
that there
Beats of Bar Clothing.
Dilly clothing.
Dilly Clothing, thank you. Dilly Clothing.
Yeah, man. I was gonna ask something else, you know, but oh no, I was gonna ask how did you hear that tune on the radio?
One extra.
Yes.
Target plays music all the time, doesn't he? So if I happen to be in the car,
Yeah.
I don't go out my way to, you know, whoever he is, Buddy. I'm sure he's a brilliant artist, but yeah, that song just caught my ear still.
All right, sweet. Subscribe again to
Subscribe,
YouTube.
Man. Every platform.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, follow, everything.
Yeah, man. Follow us, Hardfood Podcast on
Yeah.
Twitter, on Instagram. Sure, at Juice English as well. Follow that as well. Still,
This
our
guy.
followers are going up still.
This
Just
guy.
saying it, just saying
This
it.
guy.
You know what to say, wasn't it?
Nah, man, everyone knows where I am, man. Everyone knows where I am.
Adriano underscore 200 and 247 underscore 365.
That's
all
on
day, every
Twitter.
day.
Yeah. If you put in Saxon King on Instagram, you will find me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's what I say to
I know
people.
what you said.
I don't give out the long thing. I just say, put in Saxon King and you'll find me.
Listen to
That's it. I'm not
Saxon
sounding
King.
big-headed, but you did.
Just trying it out as well.
Yeah, yeah, still top one.
I
Still
told
top
you,
one.
that's the top one.
Yeah, man. Okay, let's see what happens when you put juice. It's the top one of mine. But yeah, that's what it is.
Juice is like, oh, it's not working.
It's the Wi-Fi. Man.
What's the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, man. Anything to say? Any closing words?
Close
Any upcoming events?
We didn't talk about the boxing. That's one thing we didn't do.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Alright, real quick.
Quickly.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, real quick. Okay. I like AJ, obviously. Top guy, yeah?
Yeah.
But if Deontay Wilder catches him with one of his haymakers, do you think he's getting up? That's what worries me, you know.
Perhaps the first time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If he catches him with a second one,
That's what I'm saying.
Nice, but at the same time, it works the other way around.
Yes.
Exactly the same thing you
Yes.
said the other way around.
But didn't
That's what makes the fight so enticing, because they both carry huge knockout ratios, huge power, and huge vulnerabilities as well.
Yes.
Has Deontay been knocked down?
Has he been knocked? He's been knocked down more than AJ. He's been knocked down by Molina, who AJ lasted out in 2.5 rounds. Had flipping Wilder rocked to the core.
I thought AJ hasn't been knocked down.
Yeah, it's been Klitschko.
He knocked him down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We wasn't like undercut. Like it was
Not
he was shaking. Like
He was definitely out for like on his feet for about a round and a half. Didn't know
Yeah,
where
yeah,
he was.
yeah.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
This is the thing about boxing. That if AJ's been undefeated, yeah, is Wilder's undefeated yet?
Yeah.
And Joseph Parker.
Yeah.
It's weird just because when they lose that first fight, yeah, in my opinion, it gets more competitive because at the moment, each one of them's scared to lose.
Well, you've got to think about it like this. Before Mayweather, undefeated records didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
If you go back to Ali,
Yeah,
Fraser,
yeah.
Foreman, they all fought each other.
Yeah,
they all beat them.
that's what I'm saying.
And they just
And
came back.
and that's what I'm saying.
But
They just
now,
came
I
back.
think it was Mayweather who put such an emphasis on being undefeated. Even though technically he wasn't, because he lost against Castillo. If you go back and watch that fight, Mayweather versus Castillo, he lost clearly, but that's another story.
That's another story.
It was him that put the emphasis on.
And I think that's weird, just because like when people talk about, you see UFC now, not before people get deep on it. Let's not. But in the UFC, it doesn't matter. People lose.
Yeah,
it's like okay, you lost. Get back in there and fight. And really, that's what a real fighter is. Whereas, let's just say, for argument's sake, not that I want him to. Let's say AJ loses tonight. Yeah. Wilder's gonna be like, I don't want to fight you no more.
He definitely won't. Do you know why? Because AJ will still carry that commercial value. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Wilder doesn't want to fight AJ because AJ's got the belts that he hasn't got. He wants to fight him because you make life-changing money. Yeah. That's what it's the commercial.
And even so, people be like.
But if you want to flip that around and say, if Wilder loses a fight, AJ's not going to fight. He's not going to fight. What am I fighting you for? Now you ain't got the belt. I can make more money fighting my man from down the road.
Yeah. I just find it's mad, man. I just don't.
It's a business. Me and Juice was talking about it off mic earlier on. It's all about business.
It is, man, and the sport's dying because of it. You know what I mean? In a way, just because it's like the competitive edge. As soon as you lose, no one's interested. But really, back a day when them man were fighting, it's like, yo, everyone loses, but everyone's just got to get back in.
We'll see what happens. Obviously, someone's got to lose that. Someone's always got to go today with the Parker and Joshua fight. So we'll see what happens.
How do you see it going?
Joshua, it'll be a test definitely, because Parker's not a dickhead.
Yeah,
he's definitely not a dickhead. But Joshua late KO, maybe points. We'll see.
Hope so.
All right, cool. We're gonna wrap up still. We've got to finish up. So that was what episode is it? 25, isn't it? Episode 25. I forgot something.
6 months deep now.
Nah, that's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Episode 27.
27.
That's 6 weeks. Yeah.
6 months.
Yo,
you're walking about.
You know that meme where the match is gone.
You know, listen, I ain't gonna lie, about an hour into the episode, I just get hungry. I get hungry, and then I'm listening to my stomach rumbling. I just need to eat properly and drink some food. Yeah.
Alright, wrap it up.
Yeah, man. Yo, that's the Hardfood podcast.
Yeah, man.
See you next week.
Subscribe on all platforms. Again, just subscribe. Even if you don't like us that much, just press subscribe just to make us feel happy. Yeah. Watch around from YouTube. You know what I mean? You can instantly mute off and see us just get animated.
You gotta do it.
I'm ready. Oh, bless up, man. Enough love.
Yeah, man. Peace.
Spock, press stop.
Yo!
That
was fun. Yo! Pass me your stick quick.
Hey, pause.
I know. Right then.